Brazil, one of the largest rivers in the world, the Amazon, coming into the ocean, pushing the seawater back miles. And they're floating on fresh water. All they had to do was open up and become awakened to where they were and what they had available. Dip into the darn thing and take some water. But they didn't. See, fear and doubt, those negative emotions destroy us. They keep us less than what we are. And we need to do something about it well. And this is why we're doing today what we're going to be doing. Whew, gosh, where am I? 3,000 years ago, the great master teacher, the creator of Taoism. How many of you know the guy? You know? Lao Tzu. He told us the value and the results of us embracing the fact that we are all floating on a sea of unconditional givingness, a sea of good. We're all floating there. And here's what Lao told us. He said that the human spirit has a source in a cosmic flow, just as the great rivers of the world have its source in the fountains in some faraway place. That we have this tremendous flow from the cosmos that brings us our greater good. And so today we're going to be writing down some of the things we want to release, and then Maggie will come up and talk a little bit about receiving. So I won't get into that territory here, but I want to tell you one thing. That writing it down, putting it on paper, putting it in a fire won't do the trick. That I've negated everything I just said. Why won't it do the trick? Because it's just words. It's just some kind of action. And so what we need to bring into the mix is the language of spirit itself. What is God's language? It's emotion, it's feelings, it's how we feel. That's how we talk to spirit. That's why ritual is so important to us. We're going to sing and dance, and Maggie does this. She's connected because she knows that the connection to the source of all there is through our emotions, how we feel. That's the language of spirit. So today it won't do the trick unless we do this. When we write it out, we feel it. It's in our heart, it's our soul. And I plan to release this. I plan to do it. And this is why when we put it in there, we say, I do this with gratitude. I'm grateful for the experience, and I will grow from it. And I release it with gratitude. But I also, here's it, I transmute it. One of my favorite words. I transmute it. This negative energy, I change its nature to a love energy. And that love expresses into my life. Got the idea? Yeah. Isn't that cool? Pretty good stuff, huh?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Well, what does this do for us? If I do all that. What does that do for Angel? Okay, I'm going to transmute, I'm going to do it. It enables Angel to be all that he can be, bringing in the source of all there is from that fountain of everything, that sea of all good. It allows me to enable my life to experience this. Now, the word enabling, is that a good word? How many of you think it's a good word? In society today, enabling is a negative. When it comes to that reflection on you, my friend, I love you. But therapists and counselors, one of those, they refer to this enabling to people who, he means well, but he's doing things that's causing this person to be enabled into doing the stuff that he's doing. Well, let's get rid of that. That's not the enabling we're talking about. We're talking about making our magnificence possible in this life experience. How do I make that my magnificence shine in this world? How do I do that? I do that by saying, I release, I'm into the new, I release the old, I release all concepts and beliefs that are doing me no good, and all negative emotions. They're out of my life, they're gone. And then we realize that our magnificence doesn't come from the outside in, it's from the inside out. That our magnificence shines when we come to some realizations here. And some of the realizations that we come to is this, that, you know, I see things not as they are. I see things how I am, how I am. And therefore, I need a mental atmosphere that's open and receptive to this. And I have to have a reliance. I call it a radical reliance on this source energy. I have a radical reliance on it. I depend on it. And therefore, I'm going to enable myself, but I'm going to release all the garbage and the yuck that one of us, we all say yuck. It's okay. I'm going to release all that. I'm open to the new. And say with me loud and clear. And so, we got through it, okay.